How do you present your product or service? Look, there's 6 essential steps to a good presentation, regardless of what you're selling or what service you're providing. And those steps are very simple. The first step is going to be recapping the current situation and why you and this person are interacting together. You know, if you were coming to my Acez Academy mentoring program online, and I knew you were coming there because you told me that you were struggling at work, you weren't hitting your numbers, then I would start off my presentation by mentioning that and reminding you why we are speaking together today. You know, let's remember here, we're on the phone today because you told me you're struggling right now at work. It's hard to make ends meet, and you will do anything to get your sales increased and better, right? So that would be an example of number 1, recapping the current situation. Number 2, you want to go over the new situation. So this is where you go over your product or your service. It would sound something like, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to put you in 3 trainings a week. One of them is going to be for follow-up, one of them is going to be for cold calling, and one of them is going to be for game films on your call clips. With every single call we do, we're going to make sure your follow-up increases by showing you all methods of communication. We're going to make sure you sound crisp on the phone by practicing your script and how you're going to build relationships. And we're going to make sure your production increases with that as well. So the first step was recapping the reason they're on the phone with you. The second step was going over the new presentation. The third step after going over the new presentation is you want to connect it to the benefits, you know, why they're on the phone with you, why they need your service, why they need your product. So I would say after we get these one-on-ones done with and we go through the mentoring package, you'll be selling more deals, you'll be closing more volume, you'll be making more commission, you'll be taking more vacations. You won't have to stress and worry about the job anymore like you are now, and you'll be exceeding your expectations. So that would be number 3, connecting it to the benefits. Number 4, the emotional goal has to be at the end. What's the emotional reason they really want to do this? You know, humans either run from fear or run towards pleasure. So is it fear or is it pleasure that's helping them do it? Well, if it's pleasure and it's the emotional tie-in, you want to tie that in at the end. It would sound something like, so when this is all said and done, I know you said you haven't went on a vacation with your family in the last 3 years. Well, the first thing you're going to do once you make that first big check is you're going to book that vacation and never look back again. Life's too short to not go on that vacation. I'm going to make sure one of my priorities is helping you get there right away. So you have the recap of their current situation, go over your new product or service, list all the benefits, tie in the emotion, and then recap again at the end. The recap would sound something like, so again, you were struggling with A, B, and C. Now I'm helping you with A, B, and C through this package, and we're going to accomplish A, B, C, D, more money, more commission, more vacations. And most importantly, you're going to finally get to book that vacation with your family that you've always wanted once we get through the sales training, and I can promise you that. And then move on to the close. So those would be like 5 or 6 steps I would have in my presentation. I would go over why we're talking. I would go over what my new product or service entails. I would go over all the benefits of using my service or product. I would go over the emotional tie-in for my service or product. I would go over a recap at the end, and then I would close it down, lasting with the emotional benefit. So make sure when you have your presentations, you don't have to have all 6 of these steps, but which one of these steps could you incorporate into your presentations? Because these steps are listed in the 10 keys of sales. And I know these steps work because they knock out all fragments of a great presentation. You know, from the client thinking about why they're with you, to you explaining what the new product is, to all the benefits and showering them with positivity, to tying it in with them emotionally, to recapping it so there's no confusion, and to closing it down so you can start changing their life right away.